and don't take the feedback very personal. Because at the end of the day, we want you to learn and to grow in this field. So, yes, myself, I was a speaker, a public speaker, than a debater, then you never public speaking. And with public speaking, just as I was saying this one, you can go very far with public speaking. I entered parliament because of public speaking, right? I was voted to be a minister because of public speaking. So don't ever look down on yourself with a public speaker, which is very one. You can go very far in terms of public speaking. And one of the very things that makes a public speaker very good is the ability to signpost. What is signposting? Let's say you are going on a bus journey, we're going to go around. And if you are going to signs are speed limits. When I said 65 kilometers per hour, we have my giveaway signs, we have my stop signs. My signs, those are what helps you when you drive right. Same as with a public speaker, you need to signpost. You need to use what we call discourse markers. And however, furthermore, in addition to this, helps you to organize your speech very well. Always signpost. Like I like the gear where I got first, I would like to talk about this and this and this. Second, I would like to talk about this and this. This is organization of a speech. This is something which is required from a speaker. Then also we judge you based on the first 3 seconds. Do so good. Because don't go into one, should we listen to this one? No, we shouldn't listen to this one. Or no, we should listen to this one. So first 3 seconds of any speech is very, very important. Try to do something that will grab the attention of the room. If it means you're going to use your voice, if it means you're going to use your power, your everything, try by all means to grab the attention of a room, right? Then also, in terms of stage presence, you need to manage your stage very well. You can't be a speaker and let's take a look of a president. It becomes weird, right? And those come up with this thing I just to tell me. This thing is there to guide you. Those are these questions. One step forward, one step backwards, one step sideways. Not like. So ladies and gentlemen, so that becomes so that will get you penalized. Then also in terms of eye contact not that you are very confident. You can be spiritual as well. So guys, already you will get penalized if you do that. Yes, I will put out there. And also my public speaking commissions, I know I'm public speaking around. Always carry cue cards. Always carry cue cards. Those small cards they are so very important. That's why when this girl this boy, yes, why cream? And my cue cards, you look at your cue cards, but you don't have to be over dependent on your cue cards. I think one girl has some cue cards that give an capable. So yeah, no feedback. You to a time man, I couldn't say more.
Okay.
So I think the other adjutant will give you very
for helping you. If your first speaker performs very well, right, then the second speaker performs badly. We judge you as a team. Is it clear? Right? We judge you as a team, not as a speaker alone. So if you are two, right, you are two as a team, right? Your first speaker speaks something that is so bad, then you come, then you want to correct something that has been said, that has been said badly by your first speaker. It affects your scores at the end, right? We rank you, then we put you on speaker scores. So usually on tournaments we say we start from 50 to 75. But when you move maybe for international, they say if you have done if your speech both as partners is very good, it's more likely you can get 85, right? Is it clear? Right. So Usually, in terms of the rankings, people they always complain, right? The adjudicators, yes, this is the final. You are going to give the deliberation. So let me go and pick the motion that we are going to debate about, right? For the motion, I need something that's so very hard. So we have. Yes, that's right. This house believes silence is the best contributor to gender-based violence. This house believes silence is the best contributor to gender-based violence. This house believes that silence is the biggest contributor to gender-based violence.
2, 1, action.
So, as the affirmative side, we are basing our argument on the fact that silence is the best contributor to gender-based violence. So, silence is an act of being quiet, not speaking an opinion. So, contributor is something which cements the argument or adds flesh on something, or it is a building block of something. Gender-based violence is an act of being physically, mentally, emotionally harassed by someone of the opposite gender. So, why silence is a contributor to gender-based violence? So, silence it produces lack of clarity. Being silent means that you are accepting that you did something wrong, or it is a contributor. It aids that you did something wrong in the argument. Let's say, for example, in a marriage, a husband and a wife had an argument. If one of the partners stays silent, that means that automatically he or she is the one who is at fault. So silence also provides no information, or it does not disclose the evidence, which means that an argument will not be resolved without any evidence being produced that someone is not at fault. So it also could contribute to the fight. So silence contributes to the silence contributes to the gender-based violence, because silence, if someone is silent, it keeps an inner anger. The inner anger which forces him or her to do something which is totally wrong at that moment. So also silence causes loneliness. If you are lonely, you are forced to do something against the law, something which makes you a criminal or a law offender. And this is the thing I've done.
We, as the opposition team, we strongly, let me start again. We, as the opposition team, we strongly opposite the motion. Firstly, I would like to start to introduce the key points. Gender-based violence. What is gender-based violence? Gender-based violence is that disagreement between more people in an area. What is violence? Violence is disagreement between people involving fight What is gender? Gender is the state of being male or female. Silence is not the best contributor to gender-based violence. Why? Silence is not only the solution to avoid gender-based violence. Conflict causes gender-based violence. What is conflict? Conflict is disagreement between two people or more. Poverty causes gender-based violence. Loving of money causes gender-based violence.
As the Deputy Prime Minister, we are of the government side. I'm supporting the motion that we believe silence is the best contributor to gender-based violence in the community, in the society. As my Prime Minister has already set the frame and defined the key terms correctly, I'm also backing up his points where he said silence, it leads to lack of clarity, causing it to be the best contributor of GBV in the community. When people are silent in the community, but there is gender-based violence, it leads to no clarity. There are people out there who want to know if there is gender-based violence in the community. But in families, when there is gender-based violence, a male is fighting a female, but the people in the community, they keep quiet. The police won't know. The pastors, they won't know anything. Causing silence to be the best contributor to GBV. Also, I want to clash a point when she said love for money is the best contributor to GBV declined. Love for money causes no GBV in the community, because when your husband loves money, that causes less fights in the family. He goes to work, he loves money. He brings money into the family, he loves money. That causes less GBV. There will be fidelity because there is money in the family. That leads to less GBV. So you're actually supporting us. And also he said poverty is the best contributor to GBV. No, poverty is not the best contributor to GBV, because poverty, it leads to people following the right path, because people can't fight when there is poverty in the family. The people, they actually, if you have seen it in communities, people who are poor in the community, they are humble, they are prestigious, they go to church and they get good models. And I'm also adding more flesh to what my Prime Minister has said. I'm adding more arguments. Silence is the best contributor to GBV because it leads to no solutions being made. So when people are not silent in the community about GBV, when campaigns are being made in the community because of GBV, that leads to the government and the ministers to know that there is GBV in the community and need to do this. So solutions, they are brought into the community and GBV is actually reduced. So silence is the best contributor, because when there is no silence, GBV is ended. And also, silence is the best contributor because silence acts as a sign of acceptance. Let's say, for example, let me carry you in this example. Let's say, for example, in a family, when people are married, the husband is fighting the female. The husband is fighting the female. And let's say the husband, maybe he's a drunkard, he comes from the bottle shop, he fights the woman. But the woman, she does not go to report to the police. That male will think what he's doing is wrong. So silence, it acts as a sign of acceptance. That male just think, yeah, what I'm doing is wrong. I should keep doing it, even if I find more women to do this, to do GBV too. I should do it. It is good. So silence acts as a sign of acceptance. So I think we are winning this argument because we are bringing points that have value, and it is obvious silence is the best contributor to GBV in the communities, and it is applicable to Zimbabwe. what they are saying is not applicable. And that's my case.
One, action.
As the second speaker from the opposition side, I strongly disagree with the motion. Why do I disagree with this motion? It is because silence is not only the best contributor to gender-based violence. Family issues, unstable backgrounds of families may also cause to gender-based violence. Why? Because unstable families will cause families to have fights, and also fear causes one to be abused. Why am I saying that? Let's say one has a lot of fear and they are abused, they won't be able to defend themselves. And poverty also contributes to the gender-based violence. Why? Living in a certain area where many people are found leads to gender-based violence. Many people in poverty will be abusing drugs, and which leads to will be abusing drugs, and it leads to abusing others. And unemployment. Youth staying in a poverty place, they have nothing to do and they will start abusing others, and so there will be a high chance of abusing others if someone does not have a job to do. Some mothers love money in families, so if they do not have money, they will be able to start fights with family members. And drug and substance abuse, it is also a main cause of gender-based violence. If someone starts to abuse drugs, they will be damaging their mindsets and they will start abusing others.
Upon the member of government.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shine.
So, this house believes that silence is the best contributor to gender-based violence. Silence provides no information. If someone keeps quiet, people will think that nothing is causing harm to that person, because silence can lead to heart attack. Because if you consume the information alone, it will continue killing you slowly until you die. So silence is contributing to gender-based violence. People are being abused because they are keeping quiet, not shutting out their rights. Silence has also led to people being abused. Let's say women are being abused by their husband because of keeping quiet. They would think that the men will think that women are very weak because of women being silent. This silence has also mostly affects women, and silence has also led to many diseases, because when one keeps quiet, he or she is mainly involved in being gender-based violence. And silence has also destroyed one's confidence of being good at something, because they will be gender-based violence by the other gender. So I didn't come with a dictionary, but I came with a direction to say that silence has destroyed people's future. Silence has also destroyed it. Silence also leads to someone agreeing with the gender-based violence. I also disagree with this side that was saying that conflict, poverty leads to gender-based violence, because if one is involved in conflict, or he or she keeps quiet, he or she will not be given his rights. So silence will result in the person continue being gender-based violence. And also, silence can also lead to someone not shouting out their minds, believing that he or she, someone has to shout out their minds so that they cannot be gender-based violence. So silence is destroying our people's future. Silence has destroyed our generation. I rest my case.
Calling upon now the member of opposition. Debaters, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
We believe that gender-based violence is not only because of silence is not only because of gender-based violence. Firstly, I want to oppose the government side. He said poverty is not a cause of gender-based violence, of which it is a cause. You gave an example that imagine a community living people that are poor. People may be humble because of poverty, of which imagine people having no resources. It may cause gender-based violence. The man, the husband, might not have money to pay school fees. The wife might ask for the money, and the husband might be furious because the wife asked him for money, of which it might cause gender-based violence. We have different various causes also that cause gender-based violence. Family issues. Family issues cause gender-based violence. Imagine a husband wanting to marry his wife, a wife of his own choice. The mother might not want the wife, or the wife has no respect for the mother. The mother might influence the mother of the husband might influence his son to beat his wife so that the wife can be well mannered. We also to boost self-esteem so that you can be respected in the family, so that to be respected in the community. It also causes gender-based violence. Lack of education. If one is not educated, he might find it gender-based violence as the solution to solve the arguments between him and his wife. So it also causes gender-based violence. Lack of love in the marriage. If there is no love in the marriage, gender-based violence, it may occur. Imagine a husband and wife decline. Imagine a husband and wife have no love amongst them. It may cause gender-based violence, affecting the children themselves as well. We have also infertility or hunting for a male child, or hunting for a male or a female child. Imagine the wife might not be infertile, declined. Imagine a wife might not be fertile, or the child, the mother might only give birth to male or female. The father might find it as a solution to beat his wife. So that's the one cause of gender-based violence. We also have to end respect in the society or within the family. You might find it as a solution to beat the wife or accept it.
Yes, you say that family issues cause gender-based violence, but I think family issues cause gender-based violence when there is silence. Because when there are family issues in a family, when the family opens up to people like the pastors and just
You may continue.
So as I was saying, lack of respect, to end respect in the society and within the family. I gave an example of, imagine a husband wants to end respect in the family, or he wants to be respected in the society. He can find it as a solution. Let me beat my wife. Maybe people can respect me. Maybe people can accept me for who I am. That's why the husband might beat his wife as to end respect, accept it.
You said there's a point which you stated that uneducated people are the one who cause gender-based violence. So how does education solve gender-based violence?
Imagine you go to school, you learn maybe a topic is introduced about gender-based violence. You might learn or capture things that you know in the future might help you in the future to stop gender-based violence. Are you answered? So, as I was saying, or peer influence. peer influence. Maybe people around you are maybe your friends or maybe your friends. They also cause the influence of gender-based violence. Might influence you to say, beat your wife. She might respect you, or she might fear you. So with that, I think I understand.
Even now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
Good afternoon, judges, fellow adjudicators. We as the government side support this motion that says that silence is the best contributor of gender-based violence. Silence is an act of keeping quiet. Gender-based violence is the act of harassing your opposite gender. Silence contributes to gender-based violence. Silence causes loneliness in oneself. No problems can be solved with gender-based violence. Silence is the best solution to gender-based violence. When people are silent, gender-based violence is little. Love. I oppose that love for money causes gender-based violence, because when one goes to work, he works for the money and uses it wisely. So silence acts as decline. Silence acts as a sign of acceptance that gender-based violence is good. Silence causes inner anger of oneself. Act of silence leads to accepting that gender-based violence is good. Lawkeepers do not know that silence is best for gender-based violence. Youths are keeping quiet, getting their dreams shattered because of gender-based violence. Silence is helping youths accomplish, is helping people to resolve gender-based violence. So, with this I say, silence is the best contributor of gender-based violence. And I think of that.
Believe that GBV is not mainly caused by silence, but many other factors. The government side said people can't fight because of poverty, but we raised a valid point that poverty causes GBV, because if a mother cannot provide for her kids, or the father cannot provide for her kids, the mother will cause an argument leading to them fighting, causing GBV. You say that if one is silent, he or she will not You said that GBV only affects women, and I would like to oppose, because when we say gender-based violence, we mean all genders, not only females, meaning the men are also violated. You say that if one is silent, his or her rights are not taken into consideration, but I would like to oppose. If you are quiet, people around you will see that you are being abused. We believe we are the winning team because the government side came with an assumption. For instance, they said one is not taught about gender-based violence. And we say that when one is educated, the ethnic-based curriculum teaches people on consequences of gender-based violence. We believe we can win because we brought in valid reasons that cause GBV in the 21st century. How can silence
resolve GBV. I would like to say silence causes GBV, not that silence resolves GBV as the government said. I think I'm done.
Thank you so much, debaters. It's fun.
Where am I about to put our position was the OG, so I think it's like
Yes.